Gotcha.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. Kennard, and with me, I'm like super happy that you're with me today, Seamus.
Oh, really? No, why is that?
It's weird that we do that you're here, and I'm not drinking. It feels like most of the time when we're in this space,
This is true.
we're doing atheist drinking out loud, and the fact that I can only speak for myself that I'm sober.
Oh, I am.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. This is real coffee. I'm not doing which, by the way, if anybody's still having to do Zoom calls for work and stuff, just remember, if you blow on it, they can't tell your whiskey is actually coffee, not coffee. So.
Oh, hey. Pro tip there.
Little life hack,
Yeah. What's up, John? Hudson's going to be joining us.
Whiskey is actually coffee, coffee. So.
Oh, hey. Pro tip there.
Little life hack.
I had to mic John Hudson's microphone because he has us being played in the background. I'm going to unmute him now because he's probably got that under control. Hey, what's up, John Hudson?
Good morning.
Good morning. I see Reverend Brother Heathens, Church of Heretics, is there. Hey, brother.
Oh, nice.
I saw your show last. What's that?
Jimmy should jump on.
He should jump on.
Yes.
I have to tell you, I watched his show last night, No Faith Required, and the man's a beast. The man is a beast. He funny stuff, Reverend.
Jimmy turned me on to both of you guys, so I got to thank him. And I just wanted to pop in anyways and tell Seamus, and I didn't get a chance to personally say fuck you for getting me drunk the other night.
You're welcome.
God damn, I was hurting for like 2 days.
Actually, yes, John, you were actually posting about it 2 days afterwards.
Oh, man. I destroyed my good brain cell and everything.
Yeah, that one that was still functional. Cool. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I always enjoy the drinking out loud.
It felt like I was drinking with friends, and it was refreshing because I'm still on lockdown. This shit scares me. I'm in Texas, and we got a lot of fucking idiots,
Too. Yeah, I would be afraid too. That's reasonable. Hey, what's up, Glenn?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing okay.
Yeah. What you guys?
We're talking about still living in the fear of COVID there with John Hudson over in Texas.
Well,
so Seamus, do you have what's the vaccination rate where you are? You're like in West Virginia.
Oh yeah, we're the best in the nation from last I heard, but we got a lot of practice with needles in West Virginia, so
See, so what I'm hearing, tell me if I'm wrong on this. The best way to give out COVID vaccine is to tell people it's some kind of methamphetamine. Is that what you're saying?
It's possible, yeah, that or an opioid. We like our opioids here in West Virginia. So.
Right. Very good.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw this. It's actually weird. I just saw this tweet earlier this morning. Ted Cruz trying to blame illegal immigrants for in Texas for the for the high COVID rates, and someone's going, yeah, it has everything to do with it has nothing to do with illegal immigrants. It has everything to do with you and your party like fear mongering about a damn vaccine and about the whole goddamn pandemic in the first place.
See, this is why
someone put him in his place like right away, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
Well, says the man who runs to goddamn Mexico during the
yes.
Yeah.
Glenn, your mic. Can you put on headphones or something? Glenn, your mic is.
Yeah, no problem. Just give me a minute.
Sure. Yeah. Ted Cruz. Hey, Seamus, I gotta commend you and John Hamill doing that show with Steve McRae.
Oh, thanks.
Non-secretary. It caught me up to speed, to say the least.
Yeah, I'm just really shocked that a lot of people don't talk about it. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Steve. And that's fine, and Steve's more than fine with that. You know what I mean? But I mean, the bottom line is somebody in our community committed crime, and unfortunately, a lot of people aren't skeptical about that situation. Instead, it's very tribal. It's some of it's just friends being friends and sticking to your friends. But I don't know if you look at the truth, man. It's pretty black and white what's going on now. There's an arrest warrant for him, so
Right, we're talking about Kyle from the old Non Sequitur show.
Yeah.
And how there was bad blood. This goes back, what, 2 years ago, Seamus?
Just about 2 years, yeah.
About 2 years
Crazy.
ago. And how a lot of people jumped on the anti-Steve McRae bandwagon, and it turns out Steve was right.
Yep.
And Kyle is going to jail when the police catch him. I
believe he was supposed to have a hearing today or yesterday. I didn't check Twitter to see what was going on there.
So who is this guy and what did he do?
He was a co-host on the show called the Non Sequitur. Oh, you don't? Yeah. Is this? Am I getting trolled?
No.
I don't know. I was wondering that myself, actually.
Okay. No, he was a co-host on a show called the Non Sequitur with Steve McRae,
which was huge.
Yeah, and I mean they were pouring in like about $5,000 a month, something like that. And basically, Kyle kept all the books. And eventually took all the changed all the passwords and everything to all the social media, and then basically told Steve in a recorded conversation that you're out. You're not getting any of the money. You're not part of the show anymore, even though they had a contract. So they go to court and during the
contract.
Yeah, and during the court proceedings, Kyle fabricates evidence. And also failed to show up. It's just a long list of shit that he tried to pull, and really just idiotically tried to pull too. Try to claim that he didn't get service to show up to court, which in the state he's in, if somebody signs for you to get service, which is kind of commonplace. So if I'm trying to get Andy to court and his girlfriend signs, well, then he's served. Well, instead of that, he tried to lie and say he wasn't living there, and he fabricated this whole story about it, and all that came to light to the court. It just goes on.
So instead of just paying up, he committed perjury, and now he's going to jail for it.
Yep. And contempt of court.
Yeah.
What an absolute dumbass.
Well, when I was hearing about the story, I was, I know that he had Kyle had already from the show.
Sure.
From what I learned in the show, Kyle had a history of interactions with the police department.
Yes.
Let's say. And
I didn't know about that either until later, but yeah.
And from
what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Sinuses are bad here too, man. I feel you.
Yeah. Dusty.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say was that, Reverend, hey, what's up, Reverend? Thanks for being a member. I appreciate it. Oh my God, what was I going to say? But Kyle's action sounded like he was just someone who was actively using, right? Yes. Someone because I think we've all had interactions with addicts at some point in our lives or know someone, and there's a kind of thought process that goes on that's really poor when an addict is using. And it just, Kyle's weird behavior, it just struck me like, I wonder if he's actively using right now.
And do you know the saddest thing for me? Like, I was devastated because that show was almost instrumental in my waking up. It introduced me to so many atheists. It was a crucial moment in my life, and I'm here today, hugely because of that show. So yeah, I have a strong dislike for Kyle.
Reverend
for destroying the show more than for being dodgy and doing what he did.
Yeah,
I agree.
And the amount of well-known atheists who jumped on the bandwagon. If I have to tell you, man, I hate eating shit sandwiches. I don't like apologizing any more than anyone else. But if I've done something wrong, please tell me I have, and I will make my due apologies. And
they're not doing it. They refuse to apologize to him. They'll apologize and say that, oh, we made a mistake and he deceived us. Which again, if you're skeptical, how did that happen? But anyways, but they just refuse to apologize to Steve. And again, if you don't like Steve, that's fine. There's a lot of people I don't like that I've apologized to because I made a mistake.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
And the worst part is the only thing that anyone on the anti-Steve side of things has ever been able to present to me is, ad hoc. So it's about his personality. He's an asshole. He doesn't know how to speak to people. That's great. Like, don't like him. You don't have to be
Yeah.
his friend. I get that. I think the guy's an asshole, but I like him. I know that's him.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I understand that about him. So, you know.
Yeah, that was always my biggest thing with him was I with Steve, whether you like him or not, I feel like you always get Steve. I mean, he's one of those people. He's himself.
Hey, I'm going to go out.
You know
My
what I mean?
little guy's coming in.
Okay, dude.
Bye, John. John.
Say, John,
Later,
bye.
John.
You know,
Yeah.
Reverend, spot on show last night, sir. Spot on show.
Oh, I'm sorry for breaking up, but he's paying me a compliment right now. So
No, it's fine.
Oh, thank you, Andy. Like coming from the laughing God himself, and you pay these blessings upon my person. I really appreciate it. It really gets me in the old kicker there. Thank you.
So what? How many episodes are you in? You're like 6.
Oh
episodes
God, we're
in?
balls deep in now, man. Like really in it now. I think we just did our 6th episode, and we're really hitting our stride. Oh my God, there was times, Andy. Did you see? Those are real tears. I was laughing last night.
Yeah,
because it is like that. Those hosts, man, they're funny. They're funny people, man. I'll tell you. It was, and it's just so much fun. I think that's what's great about it, and I think what's great about our show is it's different. No one can take that away from us. We're different. You watch us, and it's like there's nothing else like this, and I think, and that's where we take pride. Really.
Well, what
So I live under a rock. So
hi. I live the rock down 2 blocks down. Yes, that's a great place you got there. It's amazing. Great view. I love it. My partner Trent Steer, otherwise known as Skits the Clown, and I have started a show, and it's under the Tang banner, the Atheist Network banner, and it's called Laughing Disbelief. If only, but it's called Faith Not Included, and we talk about headlines, stuff that's going on. Yes, I know everyone talks about that, but we will discuss a different theme, something that's like conspiratorial or stupid, or really like genocidal or violent. So right now we're starting with the Bible, of course. Biblical. So right now we're starting with the Noah story. Oh my God. We've gotten to we're 4 episodes deep, and we're not even on the boat yet with the animals. We've looked at different aspects of it, and my little brainy brain there just thinks about stupid shit, and then Trent's very genius with bringing it to life, and his animation skills have gotten really good, and we're producing some pretty funny stuff, and we got great chemistry, and he's a good guy, and he really knows how to treat me right, so you can really tell that on screen way he just treats me right, so it's good.
What's remarkable is that Jimmy can do this shtick for a solid hour.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I'm guessing this is a very high energy show.
You know what? Honestly, okay, this is the truth. Okay, because we're among friends. This is honestly no real different than I've coached my kid. I have 3 kids, and my 2 kids I would coach their soccer team, and this is basically Coach Jim out on the field with the kids, having fun. Because the kids love it. You act stupid. You get I just would do whatever stupid thing I could think of. The kids loved it. I would have kids back. The parents loved it. We all had a great time. And it's just, that's it. I'm just having fun. I'm just fucking amping it up to 11. But like I said to Oz, yeah, it does require, honestly, it does require energy. And at the end of it, I'm just like,
Yeah.
And I go smoke a big full, and then I'm good. Yeah, no, it's fun. I hope I thank you for the contribution, and I contribute you back. And that's the atheist economy. We're all gonna get rich.
Well, let me just say why I pay, because I don't pay for a lot of things in life, everyone.
Yes,
and I'm cheap. But seeing Jimmy there, and Jimmy runs this Facebook group. What is it, Jim? The Reverend
Brother Heathens. Church of It's the Church of Heretics.
It's the Church of
Andy.
Heretics. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get the full name. I didn't want to commit blasphemy.
No, okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. Fair enough. You did the right thing.
He made, and you and your team, your people make a lot of moist related memes.
Yes. We have we have a gospel that we're presenting of moist fuckery, and it's going to change the world. It's going to change the world.
You've certainly piqued my interest, sir.
Yes, if you go on Google, and I'm going to, this is my vow now, 1 year from now, I'm going to be the #1 Google search for moist fuckery. I'm getting up there. I'm like 15th or something, but I'm moving up the fucking charts, kids.
I think that puts you at odds with Ben Shapiro. That's what I think.
He's my arch enemy in this. You know how you have like doppelgangers, like the exact opposite? Like you have Superman, Bizarro Superman.
Yep.
He's just Bizarro Jimmy. That's it. He's just the arch nemesis.
I got to ask a really serious question.
Sure.
Are you at 20 cups of coffee already today, or is it 30?
Oh, okay. Do yourself a favor. That was discussed in when the announcement was coming on. If you watch our new episode, first 3 minutes, you'll see it, and I explain the source of my energy. And plus, trust me, go to it. Faith not included.
And is that on YouTube?
Yes, it is. It was just released last night. Go watch it. The first couple of minutes, you will see the source of my energy. Trust me, it is well worth it. It's well worth it. You will have, and I make this promise to you right now. You come in, you message me on Facebook. Anyone watching right now, if you don't have a little tear or a little petal come in your underwear from laughing so fucking hard, I will go on your Facebook wall. I will say, Jimmy Lou is not a funny person. He should be ashamed of himself. He promised me, and he didn't deliver. I like my wife. I'm gonna deliver satisfaction.
I gotta say, you need to be in advertising if you're not already. You could make.
I got a crazy mind, and it needs to be put to good use.
It sounds like it.
Next weekend, you're going to be doing the muffin bit, right?
Yeah, I promise you. I'm gonna oh God, this is great because now you've given me extra material to come up with, and so thank you. I don't care about the money. I don't give a. I like the whole fucking pile up on.
So in the chat last night, I said I'm going to pay Jimmy. I'm going to contribute $10 to the fund if Jimmy eats a large muffin on screen and with his mouth full yell out the word moist.
I will give you a little mini sermon as the Reverend Brother Heathen while eating muffins if you want.
Oh,
then
really?
Afterwards, I'll poke a hole in it and I'll do other things.
That's beautiful, man.
Other moist things, yeah.
Okay, so I just got a quick question. It says it's faith not included. Is the one goes? Yep, still Noah's Ark. Is that you?
That's him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, go watch that.
Okay, because what I'm going to
has a little bit at the start, so don't worry about it. He's just explaining it. But yes, after we get into it, because they do the announcement, and then that was it was brought up about the source of my energy.
You okay over there, Seamus?
Yeah, just drinking some water.
Just how you have.
Oh my God! And have I said how good is it to see Seamus? Seamus is my boy.
He's
my boy.
Speaking of, I don't know if you got my email. I'm on a 30-day ban from Facebook.
And for what this time, Seamus?
Well, okay, so this is okay. So those that know, the Free Thought Prophet actually just started as a Facebook page for memes. Okay, and I'm on my 4th incarnation of this page because Facebook keeps taking it down. So I think this is the 3rd page's memory from 2019. They dinged me on, and.
Really?
Yeah, and I can't even see what it is. They say this is a post, and it's a blank fucking page. So I have no idea. I know what I did back in 2019 on the page that is already taken down, by the way, by Facebook, that they're now giving me 30 days.
I know.
Awesome.
We got to tiptoe on Facebook. It's crazy. It's crazy. We got to fucking tiptoe. It's nuts. The stupidest shit you get banned for. I'm feeling you, fallen brother. Fallen soldier on the line of duty. Doing the good job.
I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm just saying. But
So I got a little bit of news. It was not well. I think it was about maybe a 5-10 minute drive away from me in the town I live in. There was a tornado that ripped like 5 houses up in an elementary school. Ripped the.
Are you by me? Are you by Barry?
I'm in Barry. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God! I heard about that. It almost hit us. We almost got that fucking tornado. Holy shit!
Where are you from?
I'm about an hour and a half north of Toronto. I don't like to give out my address, but I'm up in an hour and a half. If you know that area, I'm about that. You know, Peterborough, Lindsay, the cottage country area.
Canadians together. That's what they go.
So I'm putting his address in the chat right now. So.
It was crazy. And I was driving home during it, and I was like, you watch these cloud formations. Holy crap. So it was really that bad, eh?
If you go on if you go on Facebook, you go on Barry 360, they'll show there's a video of a woman driving, and she's going and suddenly she gets I don't think she didn't get picked up, obviously, but she's taking a video from her car, and it's just like a pretty freaking massive tornado.
Wow.
And it was like I think one family a couple families got trapped in their house, but it took the roof off a couple of houses, and in one of the by the Walmart, apparently there was like a massive amount of debris and stuff from that had come over. Like that, I live at if you know the Barrie area, I live on the south end, but on Mapleview. But then if you go further, like I think it's just past where the Battalion play. Not Battalion. Sorry, the Colts play up by the Yonge Street. That's where it hit. So it hit pretty bad. And it's like I was lucky. I was lucky that one, that it didn't come near it didn't come decide to go south and south.
Is there something like a tornado alert system where you guys?
It goes off on your phone.
It's the same as we have it's the same as we have weather alerts, and it's the same alert that we get if there's an abduction. We get our kind of Amber Alert,
whatever it is,
and it goes right over our phone, and it's basically you can't. I think it's a good thing you can disable it from your thing.
And we also have other alerts. We have Predator King alert when awesomeness is coming at you. Predator.
Jimmy, did I give you the right address in the chat? Was that wrong?
Oh, here it is, right here.
I'm not even looking. Sorry.
Well, here it is.
That's right.
I've heard
I'm
good things
from the
about
moist side of town.
I've heard good things about Moist Pit.
Yeah.
So Shane, are you from Canada as well, or?
No, I'm actually just outside of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
So actually, the Commonwealth people outnumber us stated.
Yeah, we don't like the Queen though. She's an idiot.
Yeah. No, I actually I am another one of these. I don't know why I comment, just because I actually kind of find it funny where you have these people like still that insist that Trump won. It's like I put a message in, he lost, deal with it, and these people are going, no, he didn't, and then they try to say stuffed ballots and stuff. I go, first off, show me the evidence.
Yeah,
that's all I go. Show me the evidence, and then I always come back to this, because this for me is, if you're gonna do a coup, you have to be pretty, like, if you're gonna stuff ballots, why would you stuff ballots and not rig the House and Senate races?
Yeah.
Because Biden is pretty much powerless to do anything with.
I have a solution. I have an answer for that question, and that's because there's only so much bamboo that they can put in. Because when you fabricate ballots, each one has to have a bamboo shoot. It's just mandatory.
Yeah. No, I like I said, all seriousness aside, if you're gonna, first off, the bullshit that they actually come up with, it's full on Trump deranged, like a cult status bullshit in them.
It is a cult.
Can I add to this? All right, and it's a well-known fact that I was in a cult. So
I was about to say that. Yes.
This is what I always pick up. They always talk the fucking same. That's how you know you're dealing with a cult member. They'll use the same insults, the same kind of ideas, not an original fucking thought in their heads. Not an original thought. I have called out so many of these fuckers, and they'll go on, transports, or ballot stuffing or CNN. Once you hear these key fucking things they're using to get all riled up about, you're like, oh, we got a cult member.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this is, if you remember, everyone, there was a story going around that it was some book that because they were Fox were going to call Arizona for Biden on the morning, and they had to go take it up to Rupert Murdoch just to confirm to let him do it, to call it, because he's friends with Trump. And Murdoch's exact words were "fuck Trump," because he knew that it was. And the fact is that it is a cult, because they've been fed this bullshit for 2 years almost. That
No. They've been fed this bullshit for decades. Like, this goes way back to the Rush Limbaugh, fucking Ronald Reagan era, even in the 70s with the Vietnam, the propaganda. Like, oh my God, how many more fucking decades do we got to go through this bullshit? Like, and even, I'm sorry, like the left too. Like, what I love about Seamus, what I love about fucking Seamus is that he thinks for him fuck himself. And I watch him get all these liberals upset by some of the shit he says, but he's saying like true stuff. Yeah. Stop fucking being blindly tribalistic and fucking think. We're all being attacked. We're all on the same goddamn side. We're all the working class. Not a millionaire here. So we're all
give me a second, Glenn. Give me a second. So Sammy was asking, what cult were you in? What was the name of the church or the group that you were part of? Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Well, okay, guys. I hear this all the time, so I just want to make. Not all cults have official names. Okay. The cult that I was in. Okay, I met the people through just a regular. I think it was an Alliance church in Brampton. Just a regular Protestant church. It was two families living as one. The one husband of the one family that owned the house, he was gone. There was like accusations of sexual abuse, of kill. Later on, nothing ever happened. They fabricated the whole fucking thing to push him out of the house. And then the other family came in, and what they had done was that they had a ministry for helping abused women, especially women that had multiple personalities. The one mom, because it was two moms that ran the cult, one mom had multiple personalities. She had like close to 100 different personalities. That's what she claimed. That's what we all believe. That's what they're still functioning to this day, and they still fucking believe this bullshit. Anyways, so it didn't start off like a cult. And this is what I tried to tell people about cults. It's an easy analogy. It's about the two chefs, and they want to cook lobsters, and they can't get the lobsters into the hot boiling water. And the one chef says to the other, he says, well, just put them in nice comfortable water, put the lid on, then you crank up the heat. That's how a lot of these cults start. They're just, people get fucking power hungry. Yeah. And it progresses. And then they just like, towards the end, like I was engaged to a woman who didn't fucking love me because they convinced both of us that it was God's will. Like, it was so goddamn crazy. Like, and this woman I was engaged to gave up all her childbearing years for this stupid bullshit. And she's a physiotherapist. They're fucking like, and it can happen to the smartest people. And then this is part of why I have created the Church of Heretics, because this shit is happening nonstop. These fuckers are like nonstop propaganda. And there's no back against this shit. And if we don't start fucking speaking out, they're just going to keep pushing and keep pushing till we can't fucking say anything. And just remember, and this is what I said, and I'm a broken record, and this is my message. Anytime anyone wants to think that anything that we do on our show is offensive, or anything that we say is offensive, remember, these cocksuckers go to church every goddamn week, and they talk about how we are going to be spending eternity in hell. I know it's everyone. It fucking pisses me off. And it pisses me off how many people are enslaved to this.
Sammy,
with me. Amen, brother.
Amen. And that's why I'm bringing moist fuckery. I'm gonna fucking battle these fuckers one laugh at a time.
You see, if everyone always says about. Oh, sorry, Sammy, go ahead.
I was just going to point out what Simply Secular Dave said in the chat is that there's a really creepy Alliance church out here in Langley. Dave is over on the west coast of Canada.
Well, it's just probably, I don't know, like any church could be creepy because, like, I'm sorry, all the ingredients are there. That Bible, that book, that book, just like all the ingredients are there, and all it takes is to take it seriously. That's the only key. It's the seriousness of it. The ones that aren't creepy are the ones that just don't really take it seriously.
You're definitely singing my song. I'm ex-JW, and my family's all still in.
Oh, God, you know how it is then. You know what it is? Those cocksuckers shun people. Yeah. Shame on them.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
You know, medical shit that happened with my dad before he died. There's just so much. And when people say to me, why don't you just let people be? Just let them believe whatever they want to believe. I don't care what they fucking believe, but as soon as it starts impacting people's lives, literally, you know, life and death, people need to fucking stand up and say something.
Yeah. Well, I was just making a quick comment, like how the church always says that if you do bad things, Satan's going to make you burn in hell. And I'm thinking, well, if we're following Satan, and wouldn't he welcome us with open arms and have the best goddamn keg parties known to mankind in hell? I'm just saying, we're pointing it out, you know, like if
he's not going to do what God wants him to do, is he?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so I'm thinking like, we're going to have the best music, we're going to have the best parties. Why would we want to go? Why the hell wouldn't we want to be there?
See, this is what we need to stop. This is where we need to draw the line in the sand. For me, this is the fucking line in the sand. Anyone starts spouting shit like that, you call it out for the hate language that it is.
Yeah.
How dare you associate me with the evil? Because your belief system.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. They have monopolized and changed the narrative. How did the narrative become that this book that promotes slavery, genocide, sexism, violence, etc., became a book of morality? The good book. Yeah, it's not.
We even have to blame, you know, people in our circles, and you know, okay, I'm going to shit on Richard Dawkins because that's not a trivial thing anymore. But he once said that the Sermon on the Mount may have been the greatest thing ever spoken. Bullshit. In fact, it is actually everything that Jimmy was just talking about. If you actually read it, it gives you all the blueprints to create your own cult. Mm-hmm. It literally does. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is about Satan. Satan may have killed 10 people according to the Bible, and even those 10 people was because God dared him to. Mm-hmm. Lot's family. Otherwise, fucking Yahweh's
it was
the biggest
like
cunt ever.
6.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
we lost count with God. Like he's at billions. You know?
Yeah, you can only really do rough approximations for God's numbers.
Yeah. Well, it's if everyone always says this. I've read if God is such a if God loves all His thing, why are the people dying of starvation? And you know, why are the people dying of diseases that can be that he could cure if he really wanted, if he was the Almighty, which you know obviously bullshit, you know. But
I think the more important question never gets addressed, and that's the
why
point.
Why does he find people's car keys?
No, why the fuck would he create his own enemy?
Yeah.
Why would he create his own enemy? It doesn't make sense. He could tell from the beginning everything that this is by design, by their own ideas.
I don't want to play Christian apologist right now, but
please steelman it because I dare you.
Reverend Brother Heathen.
Yes, sir.
You have children.
Yes, sir.
To some extent. Have you not created your own nemesis?
Nope.
No. Oh.
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't. No, my mistakes aren't creating I'm human. Like
are they
this idea, like
yet?
This idea that we have to be perfect is insane, and that they try to put us on. No, whoever said that we had to be perfect, right? We don't. But God creating an enemy, and He still doesn't stop it. Like God could just like snap His fingers. God, done. All this by their ideas is by design. So this is all on God. And that's where the accountability gets switched. They do the ultimate form of projection. Everything they do is fucking projection. Jesus talking about, you can be free from the change. No, you fucking accept the ideology of hell and an afterlife that some people go there and some people don't. you put on this fucking chains. You put on mental slavery, and it happens to all of us.
I'll say this right now. This is the first time in the after party after show, and I say this with love and with a fair amount of humor, but I have not heard Glenn not say as much.
Glenn, I'm sorry for steamrolling, buddy.
Oh no, don't worry, man. I'm having a fucking blast.
Good.
I might have to leave early, but then I'm thinking like I kind of can put off what I want to do until 11. Yeah.
Yay! Glenn's gonna stick around. Yay!
Andy, I got a message to relay from my brother John Hamill. I tried to get him to come on today.
Johnny, I love
Yeah. But apparently, him and Mrs. Hamill are enjoying a actual sunny day in Ireland, drinking gin in their garden. It is.
That's not possible. It's never sunny in Britain.
Yeah, it's a
balmy that area.
Balmy 77 degrees there. It's a major thing. He said just to let everybody know. Oh shit! He gave me his message and I fucking lost it. See what a good guy. He said, tell everybody, screw all you motherfuckers, but I hope you're all well.
That's love. That's love.
I'll tell you this. What I really like John. John's an incredibly smart person. And when I'm sharing the same screen with him, when I'm on the same show with him, I always have to do an edit in my head before I shoot my mouth off. Because John Hamill will pick up the shit, whatever I'm dropping, and call me out on it. And that's why I like him, to tell you the truth.
He's smart, isn't he? He's smart.
Savage smart, savage wit. I have to make sure that all my clever witticisms are actually they're peer reviewed basically.
You get a little nervous, don't you, Andy, when you have to step into the ring with him, don't you?
Well, yes.
You gotta bring your A game with John. You gotta bring your A game.
You gotta bring your A game, and when I'm on the same show with Barry too, Barry Purcell, or Purcell, however you want to pronounce it.
You got it right first time.
Oh, okay, great. Those two together on the same show. I gotta really bring up whatever A game I have.
How do you think I feel all the time?
I was about to say, so you feel like I feel on every stream I go on.
Why do you think I just get drunk and call it a day?
Andy, can I take a moment here, please?
Take another one.
Oh my God. So I don't know if you guys know, but the group that I'm under, Tank, which is starting to build like a lot of traction and goodwill in the atheist community, they're putting on a conference this October 9th and 10th at Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a fucking rager. Seth Andrews is going to be there. He's speaking. Seth Andrews, the fucking king. He's going to be there. And they've invested in new sound equipment and lighting and videography. And there's going to be a dinner. If you get the VIP tickets, you can have dinner with them. And best part, over all this shit, your boy, the Reverend's going to be there. I never thought, as a Canadian, I never thought I would fucking step foot because we're among friends. I swore I'd never step foot back in the States. Seamus will contest to that.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you guys have too many fucking mass shootings, cops fucking killing people, Patriot Act, fucking et cetera, et cetera. But I love you guys. I love it. I miss it. And because of this is too important. I'm going to be there. I'm trying to convince Seamus to come. That motherfucker.
Are you closing out the show?
Yes, we're closing out the show. Thank you, Andy. We're closing out the show. We're bringing Faith Not Included.
I pay attention.
And the Church of Heretics is going to have its first live church service. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. I got 13 weeks of crazy shit, and I'm going to throw it all out, and you're going to have a great time. I don't care. You might laugh. You might be like, whoa, but you're gonna, like, your eyes, you won't be able to take your eyes off. You're like, what the fuck? It's kind of like when your grandma flashes you. I talked about grandma titties last night. I gotta stop talking. I'm like, you don't want to look, but you're like, God.
I thankfully, well, I guess that's the one upside of never meeting my grandparents is that my grandparents never flashed me.
Oh, my grandma's dead, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of titties, can I share a funny story? At least I hope it's
Yes.
So last Friday, I'm on my way home, and I stopped to actually get the coffee I'm drinking for my Keurig. at the local grocery mart, and I'm walking down the aisle. So that there's the aisles that go this way, right? So I'm walking into one that's going this way, and I see a guy walking by, middle-aged guy with the phone, phone to his head. I assume he's the dad because he's just totally, clued out. He's walked by. Right behind him, a kid probably 10-ish is walking, and he's going, titty, 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 titty. I got 2 titties. Titty, titty. Just keeps walking. I fucking lost it. I'm like, what the fuck did I just see? I wish I could have captured that. It would be like golden TikTok video ever,
Oh my god! Have you seen that one where there's a really large, overweight man? He's in the grocery store, and some guys with a tube. He's like, doo doo doo. I'm like, oh man, that's so awful. But God, that was kind of funny though. You have to see. Because I'm a fat guy, so it's all right.
Have you guys? I'm assuming you've seen that thing. It's called People of Walmart, and you see all these people, and I'm wondering, I'm going how many of them are actually or people just doing it to get on that, or how many people actually dress like that, or
I'm sure concur that's real. That's real.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen people like that at my Walmart. What are you talking about? I live in the Rust Belt, man, so all the hillbillies come out.
What's the situation? Are you? Do they have mask mandates in Pennsylvania?
I actually live in West Virginia. I'm closer to.
Oh, okay,
I always say, no, you're fine. I always say Pittsburgh because it's easier for everybody to pick up on. Pretty much all 3. I'm in the tri-state area. Pretty much all 3 states have pretty much opened up just about everything now. So
yeah. But you guys have got a high vax. You said you West Virginia had the highest vaccination rate because it's scary how low overall it is in the U.S.
Right.
49%, which is scary, And
but I think comparative to Europe, we're still kicking ass above them.
Yeah,
I think they're having a shortage.
You were not here a couple of days ago when Sammy told us what the vaccination rate is in Australia, which I don't think anyone really gets the right answer.
What's that?
Sammy's just shaking his head right now. I don't want to speak for Sammy, but since it was public knowledge, 9%. 9%.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that because I guess but I guess also what's your COVID rate in terms of the amount of percentage amount of people that you're getting that are getting infected in Australia?
Oh, sweet fuck all.
Yeah,
we've got 15 people in Sydney at the moment or something, and it's shut down half the country.
Yeah,
well, they freak out, which is good. I'm happy about that.
Well, you have the advantage, just like New Zealand, of being an island, which you can shut down whatever you want to.
Well, you'd think that, but we don't let people in, but we just let all this stuff in. Yeah, that brings it with it anyway. So
yeah, well, you see, we have the issue of people in because we were they didn't stop air travel, which was my big thing that they should have in Canada. Is they completely should have stopped air travel and all sorts of travel outside of it. Outside of if someone was doing long haul truck driving, I'm fine with that. But 100% that Canada didn't do enough, and we're paying. We've had in Ontario alone, I think we had 4 lockdowns.
They did it so fucked up. They went strict on so much shit, which they shouldn't have. And then they let the other shit go through, which they shouldn't have. International flights should have been fucking shut down. We should have shut everything down for 3 weeks at least. Yeah. And then, but no, what did they do? They just kept dragging. Everything was an essential service. I've worked through this whole fucking thing. And then what did they do? They shut down all their stores. Oh my God, it has been insane. But they let the fucking international flights.
Well, you see that my issues were that if they had an issue with the way the federal government was working, all the premiers should have gone, okay, you either the premiers should have pressured the federal government, because then they would have come out looking like they actually give a shit. But Ford for instance, allowing big box stores to open, which yes, I can understand as long as you socially distances, wear a mask, and things. I'm fine with that. But then
he closes everything else.
You don't allow a person to play golf. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
like, who gives
we haven't been able to do shit for like a year. Like everything's closed down. Hairdressers, fucking stores. Like the beer store was open, big box stores, and everything else fucking shut.
You see, I understand the beer store,
and I haven't been able to buy my fucking Transformers. I haven't been able to buy my Transformers.
Yeah, but you see,
damn it, Ford.
You see,
brutal.
The liquor store and the beer store I understand because if you want to see the hospitals overload, try getting people going cold turkey on where alcoholics, where our hospitals are overloaded enough.
Interesting historical fact that during the First World War, yes, it's one of Andy's little weird historical factoids. During the First World War, the Russian government stopped production and stopped the selling of vodka.
Oh, wow.
And that's considered to be one of the causes of the Russian Revolution, is that people weren't drinking, and they were drinking a hell of a lot beforehand.
Yeah. Well, maybe they should. Yeah. Well, maybe they should have taken some of Boris Yeltsin's vodka. That guy was an hilarious drunk, though.
Oh yeah.
If they make weed illegal here again, I will fucking be up in arms. There's no goddamn way. If they make fucking weed illegal here again, we've got it. We're not fucking letting it go. No way.
Yeah. Well, that and there's way too much money involved for the federal government tax wise for them to, you know.
Oh God! But isn't it so great? Are you growing this year, Glenn, the international man of mystery? Because I am.
I don't actually. Weirdly, I only smoke very occasionally, so I don't really.
But like only in the morning. Is that kind of like what you're talking about?
I just do the wink and the bake.
I don't understand what he's talking about occasionally.
Okay, like honestly, like I prefer to have a beer after work than.
Yeah, you're one of those. Sorry.
I do occasionally. My only issue is that I never smoke. So whenever I smoke weed, I like hack my lungs out, and I feel like my whole body's like.
Oh, you just need a nice smooth blend. It's okay. I'll hook you up. I'll stop by Barry, and you and I will have a nice sesh. Don't worry, we'll talk it out.
All right, sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. So I completely forgot what I was talking about.
Okay. Let me remind you that everyone, I've put the link for the event in October 9th, the atheist event of the year, possibly the decade. It's going to be awesome. Seamus is going to go. He hasn't said yes.
I haven't confirmed yet. Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't said yes yet, but I'm going to wear him down. Oh, baby, I'm going to wear you down. Oh, daddy, I'm going to wear you down, and you're going to be saying.
I have to ask you, Jimmy, why Fort Wayne? Is it because it's in a red state? And
I have no idea. I think it's because that's where Oz is from.
Okay.
And so he's the head honcho. He's the brains behind all this shit. That's why I'm on Tang, because I know where the brains are, and I'm smart enough to follow the smart people. Right. I'm not that stupid.
You gonna go there, Andy? You gonna go?
Of course he is. Of course he is. Andy, you have to come. I'll tell you what, Seamus, Andy, and I've told Michael Wiseman from The Bible Says What. You guys come, and on my thing, I will give a shout out to each of your shows. Think about it. Think about it. I promise. A big hug. How could you say no to a big hug from Jimmy? A big hug.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Sure.
Well, okay. One last thing. I'm going to sweeten the deal so you can't say no. I'm going to bring my Connect 4, and I promise everyone a game of anyone that comes up. Hey, Rev, we'll play a game of Connect 4. Fucking right, I will. And I'll fucking Connect 4 your ass.
I have to tell you, I'm a savage competitor.
I am too, man. I will swear. And at the time, we're not going to be friends. We're going to be mortal enemies. I'm going to be fucking locking eyes on you. Fucking side eyes. As soon as game's over, we're fucking best buds again.
Well, it'll be an interesting amount of smack talking we do.
Yes.
We'll Connect 4.
Yes.
Well, how far of a drive would that be for you, Andy? Or are you just going to fly if you go?
I don't know.
You're in New York, aren't you?
It's
Boston, man.
Boston, and so that's probably, I'm guessing, a 12-hour drive. That seems to
Oh,
be.
come on. I'm a 9-hour drive.
Yeah.
You telling me you can't make 9 hours? Glenn's going to come. Glenn, I can tell. He hasn't said yes yet, but I know he wants to come.
I
The
just
whole
want to say
fucking
this
crew.
again, is that I am poor. I'm willing to
I
give you $10 to eat a muffin and to spit it out on show. But
you can hitchhike. Is there something wrong? Your thumb fucking broken, Andy? Thumb broken?
Where's
You can bunk
Wiseman
in with
at?
me. Andy, you
where's
can put your
Wiseman
hand
at?
between two pillows. You bunk in with me. Put your hand between two pillows. It'll be comfy. Come stay with me. Come stay with Jimmy. Anyone wants to come stay with Jimmy, just come stay with me. There's lots of room. There'll be no excuses why you're not
moisture,
there
though.
October 9th to 10th. No excuses.
Lots of moisture. Where's
Lots-
Wiseman?
Lots
Where's
of
Wiseman
moist
at?
fuckery.
Where's Wiseman out of?
Las Vegas.
Oh shit.
He is,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, both Jimmy and Weissman have been on the show on this channel. If you want to see Jimmy's backstory, besides the short synopsis, what Jimmy was talking about the cult, Jimmy was on the show and
was a
talked
good
about it
time.
in length. It was a great time.
And I gave you a gift. Remember that? Do you remember my gift? You
I
still
remember
got
your
it?
gift.
You
It
still
is
got
still
it?
here. It is.
Is it still on your fridge like you told me you'd put it?
It is.
So everyone would see it?
It is right by my kids' artwork. That's what it is.
Yes. I bet you. Did you kind of push them aside a bit? You're like,
course they
yeah, there's is all right. But Jimmy's, that's
Jimmy,
that's some
stellar,
art.
stellar stuff.
I drew Andy a wonderful picture in my favorite medium, crayon, and it shows us sitting at a table having coffee, and I'm smoking a joint and sharing it with them because that's what friends do. They share marijuana with each other. That's why I'm going to share with you, Glenn, because we're friends and we're best friends. And you remember that, Andy? Remember you said you'd be best friends with me forever and ever? And I was like, yeah. Well, he didn't actually say it with his mouth, but he said it with his
Right. With my brain, with
his
thought.
brain. And I picked it up because that's how tight we are.
Yeah.
That's how tight we are. He doesn't even have to say it. He's like, Jim, you're awesome. And I'm like, I know.
I'm wondering. I'm going to make Jim making you a moderator so you can throw in the link to your Facebook group, because Paul Kamek is asking about links about where he can find you. So
I would love to give you the link to my show.
so now that you're a moderator, you can throw links down into the chat.
Oh, bless your heart. Okay, so I will put the link to my show because you will love it. You guys, we had a great episode last night. Oh my god, I had literally tears in my eyes, and I'm telling you, it was legit because that's how much goddamn fun we have on our show, and it just comes through, and it's just awesome. It's just
No, what impressed me about the show too, that's coming from a comedy geek background, is seeing how the chemistry between you and Skids has developed.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I should,
I appreciate
I
the
should call up
input.
Skids and just have him talk to someone, because he might need someone to talk to after being rude for an hour.
How you gonna survive in Fort Wayne without any kush there, Jimmy?
Oh God, I don't know. I've asked some friends to bring it because I'm gonna come over and I'm just putting it out. I'm not bringing anything. I don't fuck with the popo in the States. Canada, they're like hey, you get that on the ground. And I'll be like, whatever. They're like, oh, okay, sorry. And they'll be like, yeah, get lost. Watch who you talk. And then I go up. You know what? Citizens go up to cops' cars, and if they're speeding, like, hey, buddy, got a fucking fire you going to? Our cops are nicer. But your cops, oh my God, I'm not messing. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. So I'm not bringing nothing. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to fucking survive a couple days. That's how much okay. If nothing else, Jimmy is fucking breaking the bag.
You're sacrificing more than Jesus did.
Yeah, and I'm not bringing anything. So I'm willing to go sober. Can you fucking believe this? I can't. Fuck. Oh fuck. I hope I don't have to. I hope someone brings some. I hope someone is gracious enough to bring a little something. Well, something.
This is an atheist thing we're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
There's gonna be a lot of weed.
Yeah, they'll be.
Oh God, I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, we the fish concert.
It should be. It's gonna be a fucking great time. It's selling at a good rate right now. So everyone, get on it. Tickets gonna go. We're gonna fucking pack that shit, and we're gonna have a great time. A lot of good speakers.
Indiana is only one of the 13 states that doesn't allow any kind of weed. No nothing medicinal, definitely not recreational. So
what is wrong with them? What is
Christianity?
wrong with them?
Christianity, yeah.
Is that
this
the
is what we do
state
when
that
we
you're
do.
having it in?
Yeah. That's
Out
Mike
of the
Pence's
52
homeland.
states you could have chose.
I'm not choosing it. I'm not the leader here. I'm just one of the cogs in the system.
I'm just
the
a
funny
trickle
cog.
farmer. That's all Jimmy is.
That's right. It's not much, but it's honest work. It's funny work.
Integrity.
Yeah, integrity weird. Yeah. So sorry. Anyways,
So we're winding down because I got to be out of here and at 11. So Seamus, what do you got going on this weekend, brother?
Well, hey, we just, I believe you just talked about Dr. Josh a little bit ago. We actually just posted our episode with him today, talking about, actually it ends up, we talk about the book, the handbook for atheists for, with the Old Testament.
Yeah.
And we actually end up talking about Star Trek in the end, which is kind of interesting.
Well, he opened up the first chapter with a bit about Star Trek.
Yeah.
With a dialogue from Star Trek. So
yeah, it was a pretty good time. This weekend, we're actually talking to a guy named Michael Fisher, who reached out to us, who does a little bit of the James Randi bits, explaining how people do cold readings and tarot cards and all that. And
that's neat.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm wondering, what my sign tells me, and we'll see, whether or not I have moist fuckery in my future. We'll find out.
Well, you know me, so you will most certainly.
I actually just a quick something I saw on Facebook, which is kind of funny. Will Wheaton is now older than Patrick Stewart was when he first started on The Next Generation.
Wow.
That's funny.
Wow.
Like, if you think about
thanks, Glenn, for making me feel fucking old.
Hey, listen, I'm not exactly young. I remember when Next Generation came out. I'm only, I think 6 years younger than you. So, yeah.
All right.
Well, Patrick Stewart turned 81 the other day, didn't he? I think it was this week. Him and Harrison Ford share the same birthday.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Yeah, it's like when I go, yeah, man, I would love this album, and then I'm working with people. I go, yeah, that was 6 years before you were even born. I am old.
Man, Patrick Stewart looked 80 at the start of Next Generation.
I have
he
to tell
was
you,
old forever.
I agree. Patrick Stewart, when he was in I, Claudius, the BBC miniseries, he was playing a Roman Praetorian guard. He looked he looked like he was old then too. He had the same look on his face.
You want to hear something that'll blow your mind?
Please.
Does anyone remember the movie Cocoon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember Wilford Brimley? How old that fucker looked? Paul Rudd is the same age as Wilford Brimley was in Cocoon.
Wow.
They were both in their mid 50s.
Yep.
Paul Rudd doesn't age though.
He does.
No, I know he's immortal. He's immortal.
No, that's what pisses me off is when you see people like him or Tom Cruise, and you're going, I fucking hate you. You still look like you still look like you're 20. It's
no. Don't hate them because they're beautiful. Hate them because they're fucking rich.
Yeah.
Fuck the rich.
If
I
I
get rich,
correct
then
you
you
on
gotta love
something,
me.
Andy.
Yeah, please do.
Not correct you, sorry. People like me and you, we're a bit special, and we're going to have each other's backs. Sometimes we miss very obvious things. And seeing as it comes up all the time in your reports, your words.
My words.
The World Health Organization, the reason that when they abbreviate it to WHO, that they don't say WHO, they actually say the WHO, is because it's the World Health Organization.
The world, right.
And if you leave the off, you're just saying World Health Organization, and it grammatically doesn't work.
People say hospital, going to hospital as against going to the hospital. I always got confused about that too.
Well, that's who knows?
See, that's they're using hospital as an experience more than a location. The hospital is the specific.
So you're saying I could just say I'm going to brothel?
No, well, that would be you'd probably say sexy time.
Sexy
to
time. I'm going to the sexy. Oh no, just sexy time.
see
All right.
the brothel or sexy time.
So
Words are
Reverend Brother, you
funny.
got anything cooking this weekend?
Me? I'm gonna be on your show.
Oh yeah,
Tomorrow.
dude, that's right.
We have
Tomorrow,
our-
11 a.m. We're doing best advice ever.
Yeah. Oh man, I've got. Wait till you hear the best advice that was ever given to me. Oh my God, such great advice! It changed my life. Anyone that just hears those words kind of put in that structure, just you don't even have to hear the whole advice, just parts of it. It changes you. It changes you. Childhood trauma goes away, melts away. Bigotry floats away. Your eyes are open. You're a new person. Just like not even the whole thing. So I'm just
glad you're not underselling this thing that we're doing tomorrow.
No,
we're recording tomorrow. We're dropping it on Sunday night.
Yeah, no, I'm being very conservative about because I don't want to get people's expectations too high. But I'm telling you, I don't want to say it'll change your life, but it's gonna fucking change your life. So, I used to be so straight laced before I heard this, and this is I actually forget it. Just stay away. You don't want to hear it because this is the results of it.
What time tomorrow?
Well, we're recording at 11, but I'm dropping the episode. It's a recorded episode, so I'm going to upload it and drop it on Sunday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, because I'm doing comedy-related stuff on Sunday night, and I won't be around to do my late show that I usually do.
Cool.
So
awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to have
a great week.
Everyone have a
great week, you guys.
Take care.
Hey, Rick.
Later.